Rahmatullah barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, we want for Tikuna, right, to the practical end of the course. As I be likely say, we get for do some 80% practical, 20% theory. The 80% practical long commence now. So we get for deal with what we call the MVC, way for short. Now here we put into these three, we say the model, the view, and the controller. The model get for deal with exactly where now the database. Yeah. Whereas the view get for deal with the user interface, GUI. And the controller get for deal with, let me say, all the functions. We say function, we want to know, now the same as method. Function or we say method. All the methods same. And all the classes we think of. The logic same get for be performed here. So we start with this Mr. Model. We know we go to Mr. Model without we not get knowledge on database. Meaning, for don't develop a database already, what we want for get that database into a web portal. With the aim for develop a web portal, at the end, I'm talking about the end product. The end product will be a web portal. Where I want to know a web portal. This will be deliverable at the end of the day. So we start the process. We come to the SQL server first of all. Assuming so we don't log in to the server. We get to the database system. We look for a database. For now, we will take this one in small. Let's see in relationship. Okay, you get about, let me just smaller. You get about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main table away then but we get one table now where we call the parent table, where we are in an independent table, dependent to no table. Now you get all the primary keys we serve as foreign key to another table send. So in system development, and you always want for you start with the parent table before you go to a table where not dependent rather than independent table. So how we'll get into this now into we front end follow we start for coder. We come to the Visual Studio, open them. The version that they did with 2019. If you open 2015, not to see the open. 2019, now so in the open. First, you can to create new project. You click on. You wait for a bit. Good. We already don't install DevExpress. You will not know. You have to go and install DevExpress 20.1 the version. Look up there, DevExpress 20.1 in you for install. Make sure that you install the full package. Let not just install the DevEx stream. You left the DevExpress. Let it be the full package. If you want to have forgot about the installation, go online and get some tutorial where they will help you up. But if you don't install it, and also take note say where you install DevExpress, if you don't first install Visual Studio of your version, whether it's been 15 or 17 or this 19 where they use or let me say another higher version of RAM. Install them, restart the machine, not open at all this Visual Studio, let it not open whilst you install this DevExpress. If you don't close, else you know they integrate to the Visual Studio. Close the Visual Studio, make sure that none of any of the Visual Studio files are not open. Then when you don't restart the machine, then launch the Visual Studio, it will automatically integrate to the Visual Studio. When you done, what you need to do, select the language after you don't open this when you want for can create your new project. First we come back to here. Since we say now a web portal we want, what will be the name of we project? We name of we project, what you want for get in. The name of the project, I will say let be since we dey na EDSA, we go say let be SL underscore EDSA, EDSA, Sierra Leone, you don't see, then underscore EDSA. This will be the name of the project. We can even copy them and take them in. Now this will continue with. The language first, which language we for use? We use C#. Then the project type once we know say na a web, so automatically we look for web. The platform left from two, let be for platform. Maybe the project we go for develop for work with either iOS, Mac, but for now let's just left our web all platform. Then inside here you can type what we call template gallery, TEM. You can see template, this template gallery in the type here, not to this other one but this one. It's a next. Then it asks you for the project name now in this, likely SL etc. Then after the project name, before you proceed further, you get for focus on the version. Maybe the version we can now 4.7.2. You get for always learn for take the lowest version. Reason being for system compatibility. You want to migrate this project to another system way not to the same version. They use so many box them. So for that you avoid all then headache and they always learn for take the lowest version. And also some of the extensions the way you get for install. Some plugins that we get for install where normally we can call the and then let me say yes. You get certain libraries and where you get for integrate. If the version a higher version, it can disturb you as well. So create project. Good. Once before they create the project now, we get the SP already done highlight when active server page.net. Then we get the Visual C#. It tell you two things. It say I get web forms, I get MVC. As we likely say, now MVC we deal with. So MVC you get in various templates. Web forms get in various templates and you don't see that. But not to web forms we deal with. Here we deal with MVC. We get empty when you want for start without nothing. We get responsive, we get so many templates and we get web blog, but don't go further. Let's take this blog web application. Then after we don't take the blog web application, we can to run wizard. If they can then configure now your wizard further. You just get to focus on the suite, forget about all the other end that I don't get nothing for configure now. Come to the suite and take the tools away one for C during the development process. For now, I want for C the HTML editor, the rich text editor spreadsheet. Maybe I got for make use of in the long run. The charts them, maybe I got for do some analysis. Then the reports, I got for do some reporting. Dashboard, maybe I got for use. All these other functions here are not things I got for needed. Yeah, all the other by default they don't check for themselves, so you don't need them. So after you go to, you don't get nothing for the business as I say earlier. You can to create projects now here. This one, you click on, then it then try for creative projects now. You wait for a bit before we go to we model proper. We go throw light on the interface quickly. How, because you get for understand your development environment, we can call IDE, integrated development environment. Here we know seeing a Visual Studio with the DBit, a very simple for navigate on. Just that certain things and if you lost by you, how they get certain tools and you want to make use of them, how they access and things and they as you likely see, I'm divided into 1, 2, 3, just like the websites are being explained. Yeah, now the header where it gets so many enough them. You see, you get edit, view, debug, test, analyze, tools, extension, Windows, helper. Yeah, it gets what we call tools them. Yeah, now the solution explorer. So all the files and get for the now at the end of the day. Then after yeah na you see all the box say code say errors them where they happen na yeah is the na the bottom na. So if you need any tool, let's say then at the toolbar I don't need an I want pull here. You see this course na they come. If I want put a menu, it is there, but it can look awkward. I say no, my interface don't awkward. I want put on this side now, I put on here. Then I can then size them this way. I don't left this end. The same applies now back. But by mistake, I don't already put on here. But by mistake, I can't click this X, it lost. How are they able to get them? If they come to the view, you can to look at Solution Explorer. You can add the same again to the tools. If I lost, I come to view, I look for tools, okay, toolbox, look at it don't come there. So anything you want, so far away, get for the with you, Visual Studio, come to view. This project, they will help you for create a new form. You want a new form for create or so many other things, new class. Any or existing where you want for take from another project, they will get so many functionality now. The build function are able for compile it, you code them and make them visible to the end user. Then they will also help you for test whether your project okay or not, and you will do cleanup as well. For example, if you code get some cleanup error, it will do you the whole solution cleanup now. They are the debug able for the, try for see whether error there or error not there in the project. You know, you get so many other things and where they will navigate on. So now it's time to this. Now we come to the solution. To the solution explorer now. In the solution explorer, they see something what you call reference. Reference now in get all the libraries and all the things and way they will help you for let your project really run. Let's say for example, you need certain extensions and what you not get, you go get an extension and you just right click like this reference. You can to what you call manage NuGet package. It will take you there if they're online. Then you check for them what you want, where the project require. Maybe I want for deal with Word or Excel or any functionality or way Microsoft gets and not get her. Then for that gets the extension of RAM and they can so it use these references for get those extensions. Then the app start now they actually I'm sorry app data now they you actually the data they decide on you project data. Then the app starts this now responsible for where you get the route config for start your application. Then you get your content where you get your images and even your bootstrap where you get for deal with like the jQuery other queries other codes and you CSS, you cascade style sheets, so many other things, and even the images that we did are all identical. Then you come to the controller, as we say, now they all the codes and they click in one, you see how the code and you see functions and this method with the return value. If you don't say public, if you say void or static void, you know the return value, but the return what is the return analysis view, what they call blog post, now in the return. Or we can when we discuss about controller proper, then we come to model. Good, you see the model we will discuss on proper. Then we come to the views, you don't see, so we'll discuss them proper. But I not just want let me just go without we don't understand the interface. In the next video now properly, I think we can take on into the model again. That's how we look for next series.